Welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast presented to you by Music Never Stopped. Today is Monday, July 28th, and today on the podcast we have Sugarlegg.
What are you doing, podcast for Lot?
Yeah.
Come be on a Lot podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah, All Jammed Up.
This dude's doing a podcast. If you want to be on some podcast, come give an interview.
Hell yeah. Good morning, fools. Welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast. I'm your host, Clint Dotson. Today is Monday, July 28th, and he's back. Sugarlegg, one of our most listened to podcasts. Cosmic Country was in town a couple weeks ago. I hit up Sugarlegg. I was like, want to run it back, do another podcast? So we did. We talk about some of the touring situations, being on their new van, talk about some stuff, loving music as a kid, his relationship with Andy Frasco, Dogs in a Pile. We get into a bunch of stuff. So it's a good one. So yeah, let's just get right into it, huh? Sugarlegg.
Hey, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Alrighty, guys. He's back.
Hey.
Sugarlegg is back.
What's up, dude? What's up, yo?
You were my most listened to episode up until last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Guy.
Get a famous guy to come in? No.
It was Cotter from Goose.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, but
That is a famous guy.
Yours is still the highest on YouTube,
Oh, well, that's cool.
but on overall, I think he's the highest now.
Oh, well, that's great. Yeah, I don't care. We're
Oh,
good, man. Little old me. Oh, yeah, let's do this.
That's true. Sugar hasn't had a beer in.
I know. This whole tour, it's been like, I don't know, a week. Which is not. That's not that good.
Beautiful beer is brought to you by
Beautiful beer.
One Wood Brewing.
Look at that. Cheers. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I've been trying to go on like a health kick because, the road's hard, and, but just I've been running every morning and trying to finally eat better.
You said you went on a run today, right?
I did. It was really hot. I think I almost passed out, honestly.
Where'd you go? You were like from the venue and took a right, you said?
Yeah. I just kind of like went through the town and it was like a giant downward hill and
Yeah.
a giant upward hill. And I just did that loop a couple times.
Is it mountainous in Nashville? Is it pretty flat there?
I mean, there are hills and whatnot.
But not like here.
No, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to Nashville quite a bit? Yeah, you have. Last time we talked about you bringing rocks up.
Yeah, did we talk about
The
that?
spiritual adventure.
Yeah, I had a spiritual adventure where I was instructed to bring some rocks up a mountain, and the guy kept adding rocks. And as soon as we got up to the mountain, I just like let them go, and I let my burdens down. You know what I mean?
Was there a difference?
I mean, I guess. I guess maybe. I hope so. I think at the time I felt that, but nowadays,
Find your own
I just
spirituality.
drink beer. That's the exact same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Drink it all, let go of your rocks. That sounded kind of weird. Let go of your burdens.
Let go of your burdens. Have a beer, man.
I wish I could say, like, it's nice to see you again, but I feel like we've been seeing each other all the time lately.
I know we have. It's been great.
Ever since the first interview, we saw you at Dark Star Orchestra. We got the pleasure of meeting my cousin Brandon.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We hung out. It was really great. Yeah.
He is like my favorite dude. I love that dude. But he's also the person that talks more than anybody I know in the world.
Yeah. Well, sometimes after a show, I'm like really kind of overwhelmed, and I'll just be like, all right, I have to find like a corner to hide in. But that night, I was like, I need to talk with somebody, and he was the perfect guy. Like, I had the best time.
That's what he said, because I was with him last weekend, and he was like, dude, me and Sugarlegg basically had our own podcast while you and Mustang did yours.
That is what happened. It was awesome.
But that was a sick show. You guys were the best show of the weekend, I think.
Oh,
that
really?
weekend.
Thanks,
Yeah.
dude.
Would you agree with that?
I don't know. I can't say that.
We missed Warren Haynes, and it seemed like that show went crazy.
Dude, it was sick.
Yeah, because that was when I was interviewing Mustang.
Dude, you want to know something that we learned about Warren Haynes?
Let's hear it.
All right, I don't know if I should even say this, but someone from Mo showed us this song called Light Shine
Okay.
that sounds exactly like Soul Shine, and it is like apparently totally ripped from. So if you love the song Soul Shine,
What is Soul Shine? Is that a Warren Haynes song?
let your soul shine. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I know that song. Do you know that song?
Soul Shine. That's like the main song. That's like the song, and it is.
According to of what?
Um, I mean, like I think Warren did it in Allman Brothers or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Iteration.
And then Mo ripped it with the other one.
No. Someone in Mo tipped us off that hey, Warren ripped that from this dude from the '70s. The song called Light Shine. And it's literally the exact same song. But I don't need to be spreading these rumors, so like Warren could probably beat me up. So
I love the jam band lore though.
I know, I love
stories like that.
I was like, oh shit, dude. It's like Zeppelin.
And then we saw you at Mountain Music Festival, which was maybe the weirdest festival I've ever been to in my life.
Dude, that was a really weird festival.
Like everything about it was weird. It was raining, so there's like mud everywhere, and I feel like it was just a bunch of townies from West Virginia.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. It was raining. It was. I mean, I kind of sometimes I like that stuff. Like all the guys, they went on whitewater rafting, and and I chose not to, it makes me definitely lame.
You guys were kind of in and out though, right?
We were in and out, but they had an opportunity to whitewater raft, and I was like, dude, that's gonna my wrists are all fucked up and stuff, So I stayed home, but they came back and they're like, oh my God, my body's killing me. We
Yeah, you get the shit beat out of you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They jumped off the freaking raft and rafted down body style. And I was like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
I was like, so
I would do it, but not before a show, I feel like.
I know. I know. I'm always the lame guy because I'm like, dude, my body's breaking down. Like, what are y'all doing, man? Like,
you talked about that in the last podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's still breaking down. It's.
Why do you think that is? Because all the running you used to do or something?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just honestly, it's because I play for hours a day. Like I love playing so much that I wake up and I'll play guitar for hours, and then I'll switch to piano and I'll play for hours, and I just kind of keep doing that, I guess. And then I lift up all the keyboards and stuff, because we only really have one stagehand. So I'm like, well, I'll take care of my crazy keyboards and the inventions that I've made. Like my little my box. Did I tell you about my box?
No, I was gonna ask. Yeah, tell us about some of your equipment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just I have this keyboard box.
That's like the brown wooden one. You have little stickers on it.
Yeah, the sticker box. They call
throw one of these stickers on it.
Oh yeah, dude. I love it when people give me stickers. Thank you.
Here, take a couple. Yes. Give them to the band. Give one to Daniel.
Yeah, I did.
He'll love it.
Yeah. So I a while ago I got I'm gonna be airing out some tea, I guess. It's all good. I went on the road to the sky, Raylan Baxter. I don't know. Did I tell you about?
No, but he does like a Mac Miller cover album.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. And so it was kind of like maybe a couple months, maybe a year into playing with Daniel, and he asked me to hit the road with him, and it worked out with our schedule because we were touring less. I mean, nowadays I would not be able to tour for 2 weeks or 3 weeks with somebody, but he was like, it's all good, you can have the gig, just no Nords. I was like, okay, well,
That's what Raylan said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is the first time I learned about Nord shame.
And that's like the most common one, right?
Well, I mean, it is the Apple, it's the Apple of keyboards.
Okay.
And it's the best. They really are. But I hadn't heard about Nord shame. Have you heard about Nord shame?
I've heard of Nordstrom, but
yeah, well, so it's when people are ashamed of the red colors.
Okay.
They don't like having Nords on stage, so they request you to build a box. And I did that so I could go on tour with my freaking Nords. At first I was like, do you not like the sound? Like, should we rent another keyboard? They're like, no, just hide it. I don't want the red Nord on stage. Yeah, and that's why I built that frickin' box, man.
So it's just visually, they don't like what it looks like visually.
Yeah. But then when I put legs on it, then I had all this room underneath, because with a keyboard stand, it's like an X, and you're just really limited. And now you have all this space for pedals and stuff. So I started really liking it. And then on top of that, a lot of times my X boards, there are a couple shows where my top organ Nord would just freaking fly down and just like collapse. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do this shit anymore. I'm gonna bring out Legacy, which is what we've called the box.
Okay.
It's Legacy because
Gotcha.
it's a white Pegasus-like object.
But it's brown, right? It's like
No, it's well underneath. I guess it's brown. It was a piano. I chopped a piano in half.
I feel like I'm thinking of a big brown box that you're always.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it's a stickery white box.
I know there's one with stickers, but I don't know why I thought it was like wood stained. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know.
Well, you're not an idiot. It could be. It could be anything.
Yeah. What's the equivalent of like breaking guitar string for a keyboard? Is there one?
Dude, all right, here's some more jam band lore. Here we go. All right. We were playing. Okay, Andy Frasco broke my keyboard. That is the headline. But not really. But kind of. We were playing Jazz Fest, and he sat in, and we were jamming, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go over and I play it, and my middle E's out, like one of the most common notes that you play. And Nord has this problem where the little rubber contacts they just like break, and you have to like clean them off. So every time that happens, which happens a lot, Andy didn't break it, but he kind of did. But I had to take the whole freaking keyboard apart and like clean this little contact and put it all back together, and it's a whole ordeal.
So mid-show though, if that happened, you can't use that key for the rest of.
But I mean, no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
But it's a bummer if it's like right in the middle of the keyboard and you're doing like a scale, like
Yeah.
it'll like put a little hitch in the step of like a clean line, I guess. But that is the equivalent. You gotta fix all this random shit. You can break a key sometimes. Like I have one key. Did we talk about the key that, like, I don't think we did, but there was a key that was...
No one's going to remember what we talked about, so we talked about it, you can go back to it.
Well, there was one key that was broken, like, visibly broken for, like, I think a year.
Like a crack in it?
I mean, it was like everything else was level, and this one was just, like, flopping around.
Uh-huh.
And the Cosmic fans were, like, keeping, like, a tally of, like, how long it's been broken for and if I would ever fix it. And I finally just fixed it. For a while, I was like, fuck you guys.
How would they even know?
Well, it's very obvious. It's like,
it's
like facing the audience, and it's like the lowest key. And so everyone, like, even when we would play on like the Nugs live streams and stuff, they would give me shit for like the camera.
That's funny.
Like, fuck you guys. And then for a while, I was like, you know what? And some people were like, he doesn't need it. And I was like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm going to show you guys. But then eventually I just fixed it,
That's funny. What about like the guitar playing that you do during shows? Is that like something you want to do more of in Cosmic Country, or is it kind of like you get to do your one or two songs and that's it?
It's kind of like that. But I mean, I get to do that in my band.
Yeah.
Freedom Junction, and that's kind of like one of my primary like songwriting tools, like creative outputs is guitar. I do wish I could play more, but the reality is that as like a conscientious keyboard player, you're like, okay, what does the song need? And so if we have a set and Daniel picks kind of like a lot of country songs, and then like here's like a couple jam songs, it's like, well, I don't know if it needs it right now.
Yeah.
And so because ultimately you got to serve like what's happening, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wish I could play it more. And so like especially this tour, like we're doing only 1 hour shows, so it's like a lot of times I set up my whole guitar rig, and it's like, damn, I've been playing this thing in 3 nights. Like,
do you like that more, the hour shows compared to 2 sets?
No, honestly, I don't. It we get to really explore the space.
Yeah, does an hour almost seem like too short?
Yeah, it really does. And then you gotta like, you gotta set up all your stuff and then like frantically like tear it all down.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even leave the stage. I'm like, all right, I'm unplugging cables, and then people are like, Sugarlegg, please give me your set list. And I'm like in the middle of like a really extreme
out,
and I'll still do it because I understand the importance of the set list.
I never got into the set list thing. This never like did it
Dude,
for me.
people are really pushy about it.
Really?
Even to me, I'm like, dude, I'm really in the middle of something right now. I'm so sorry. Like, I can get it to you in a sec. They'll be like, hey, can you give me Bronco's set list? It's taped to his drums. So it's, okay, yeah, I'll go grab that. Hey, there's another one like right over there. Could you get that? It's like, okay. Yep. I got
That's
this
weird.
shit off stage, man. But
be like,
fuck you. No, you can't say fuck you to the fans.
you can't say fuck you to the fans. You can't. Yeah.
Can't do that.
Has there ever been a time where fans like asked you for a set list or maybe asked for a picture or something and you're just like, dude, take it back a notch? Like, has anyone ever been like a little too much?
Well, dude, I'm grateful for anyone, being a fanatic. So
Yeah.
so I will never tell anyone to step it back, But I'll tell you that sometimes it gets annoying.
I bet.
And maybe they're listening. No.
I bet it does, like, especially like again, I don't know everything that happened in that. We talked about this a little before when like I walked up on you guys after Matt Music,
Yeah.
and it seemed like there was some kind of disagreement. And I imagine if you're
I
like,
don't even know what it was, dude.
like I said, it's probably the sound because it didn't sound like that was 2 weeks after I saw you guys at Dark Star Jubilee. And I was like, these guys are the best band in the world, so good. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, this is not the same guys I saw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that sucked.
And I don't think, because by the end of the set, it was like back to what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But the beginning, it just seemed like the sound wasn't on your side. And the same thing happened with Donato when his guitar with Kaiser George, like it wouldn't plug in for a while.
Well, the festival stuff, because that was a festival, right? Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, something like that.
Shouts out Candle Street though. They crushed that night.
Oh yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Candle Street.
Oh yeah.
They crushed that night.
And Mountain Grass.
Shadowgrass. Yeah.
They're so
That dude Kaiser George is insane.
Kaiser's insane.
I interviewed. He's been like one that people have been like hitting me up on Reddit and like will DM me and be like, "Yo, please interview Kaiser George." And I interviewed him that night, and it started raining on us during the interview, so I never got to put it out.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like 18 minutes, and it was like just trying. The camera was still on. We're like trying to hide from the rain and like get my stuff, and I was like, "All right, this is not gonna work."
Dude, he's fantastic, and he sat in with us a couple times, even like at the Christmas jam, Cosmic Country Christmas jam, and he's just like he'll plug in and go, and we're like, holy shit.
Dude, he won the like North Carolina flat picking championship when he was like 15.
Yeah, well, sounds like it.
And he'd only been playing guitar for like 3 years at that point.
Really? Dude, now this is something that I think that as generations like proceed, people just like get, like downloaded quicker or something. Like I just like all these kids are so young and just like, ripping it up. It's like way better than
even that chick Grace Bowers. She's like 18. She's
know.
gnarly.
I know. We love Grace. Grace is awesome.
And then like the whole Mountain Grass gang, they're all young as fuck
I
there.
know. I think something's happening. I think, it could be the internet because there's just so much like information always, you could just like dive into it whenever you're a kid and just like.
Yeah, if you really want to do it, you can. But I mean, you're my age. Yeah, we had the internet. But I guess now it is way different than it was when we were that age.
I know. I really don't know, but these kids are freaking me out, man.
Dude, I looked up, I don't know if it was when I was doing research on you for our first interview, or maybe I just looked you up on YouTube one day, but I found like videos of you when you were like a kid.
Yeah,
dude, they had thousands of views though.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude, I mean, see, but I was putting those videos out at the advent of YouTube. So, like I have one like how to play the harmonica video, and it has like 100,000 views, and like, I'm a 12.
I think that's the one I saw.
And I'm like, you suck it and you blow it. Everyone's making fun of me. I didn't even know. I was like, well, I'm just telling you how to play a freaking harmonica blues scale. I'm not trying to,
People are in the comments like, this kid's got the blues. I remember that video because that was one of the ones I looked up.
Yeah, it's so dumb. But I mean, like literally, I remember YouTube had just been invented. Like, evolution of dance just got up.
Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah.
Dude, on my YouTube, no one look it up, but my old YouTube when I was a kid, it's like There's a video of like my little cousin's friend like swinging at a rope swing at my grandma. It's like just like dumbass kid videos.
Yeah, dude. That's it was very innocent.
With like a flip camera, you know those little yeah, those those video cameras.
Yeah, I remember Marty Schwartz and I'm pretty sure it was a Marty video, and he had like the
Who's
only
that?
other, Marty, like he's like an online lesson guy on guitar.
Oh yeah, I know
with
him.
the fedora.
Yeah, I've got a guitar. She got me my guitar for my birthday.
Good.
And I've been trying to learn some stuff.
Yeah.
And I've watched a couple of his videos.
It's good. Well, I'm pretty sure he had like a how to play harmonica blues video too, and he was like my competitor or something like that. And I was like, who is this guy? Yeah.
Do you know Andy Guitar?
I know that name. Wait, what? Who?
Andy Guitar, yeah. He's like a British dude. He's my favorite, yeah. Andy Guitar here in our 10-day beginners course for absolute beginners who've never played a guitar.
I love it.
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
I can't I feel like I can move my fingers pretty well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to strumming, it's like
Yeah.
my brain short circuits. And then I'm like, maybe if I sing, it'll help me. And then I just can't do anything when I start singing.
Dude, it is so hard to multitask and sing and play. But the beautiful thing is, like, once you get to the point where you're just thinking and what you think is what you play, then practice is just basically jamming. You're like, all right, I'm going to play this, I'm going to try to get my rhythms right, my melodies exact. And then you're like, well, now I'm going to, like, improvise as if I'm, like, a classical musician. You're like, like, it's you can kind of make up as you're jamming, and then you round out throughout all the scales and, like, all arpeggios that you might want to work on, and or at least that's the way that I do it. Like,
how would one go about learning scales for guitar? Because if you learn a whole scale, you can just play those notes, and you're always like in a jam, kind of.
Yeah, but it's you can just learn them, but the biggest thing on guitar is learning those pentatonic shapes, because there's like 5 of them that like you have these shapes that they start at the root position, they go all the way up until they repeat, and then within those the scales kind of exist. So it's like, it's kind of like a big box, and then you fill it up with notes. And that's not the same with piano. Like piano, there are pentatonics, but like you really got to see the scale because it goes like upward.
Yeah.
Guitar is laid out differently, So the pentatonic shapes and the inversions of it, that's where the real stuff is.
How the fuck are you supposed to do a bar chord?
Bar chord? Yeah.
I can't even get. You have to like mute the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out the other day, and I was like, why am I even trying to learn how to do this, dude? I'm never going to learn this.
Dude, it is. I mean, listen, man. Music, it is all fun and games, but it ain't, man. It's like, it's kind of sucks for a while. And I'm always impressed by piano players that are piano players, because, like, as a kid, it's just, like, the worst instrument in the world.
You're pretty self-taught, though, right?
Well, I did fall in love with it naturally, which is great. But
was it easy for you, or was it hard work to get like?
I mean, there was parts of it that was easy, but I mean, it's always like a lot of hard work, And I've been injured by the damn piano, from bad technique and whatnot. So
really, just like your hands?
Yeah, I had to relearn all my scales. I had tendonitis, and like I couldn't open up a door, for like 6 months.
Coming from playing piano. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and like I just had to rework my technique. Piano's one of those instruments that if you don't know what you're doing, you'll kind of actually screw some things up.
Yeah, on the last podcast, you said that piano is the root of like all music.
It definitely
to you.
is.
What does that really mean? And like, is there like an order? Like, would you want to learn like piano first, and then guitar, and then drums? Like, what is that kind of?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think drums are kind of their own thing, almost, I mean, obviously it's great to learn to know music, but even in music school, like, I went to music school, and they made everyone take piano. So, because that's in your mind when you think of, like, music theory, that's what you're thinking of, is the piano.
Okay.
And, so, I don't know.
I never thought about it either, like, every instrument is like your hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I interviewed Cotter, he talked about like you have to have all your limbs onto one thing. I never thought like your feet too are like stuff too, which is pretty crazy to think like you're making a sound with your feet and making 2 different sounds with your hands, and like staying on beat has got to be pretty
I know, right? Well, I mean, yeah, drums, like I was on drumline in high school and stuff. So, but I suck at drums, you know. So
Yeah.
and I have a little
Me
kid at my house and I'll try and I'll groove sometimes. I've made some videos where I like play all the instruments or whatever. Like I clone myself. But it's always once I get to the drums, I'm like, dude, I suck so much, and I can't get everything to just be like tight,
Yeah.
like extremely tight. And I just can't imagine what it's like for real drummers like Bronco or Noah or Cotter, just
Going
an
crazy. Yeah.
octopus guy.
Yeah, they did like it was Moby Dick. And they did he did like a 5 minute
Yes,
solo.
they did Moby Dick. Hell
Yeah.
dude, Zeppelin's probably my favorite band of all time.
Not Jimi Hendrix.
Well, okay. Now here's the thing. Talking about band, you talking about Jimi Hendrix? I don't know.
Is Jimi Hendrix a band or a musician?
Well, you know what? That is a very good question. But I mean, you know.
Does anyone know who was in his band? Like, were they well-known musicians at the
Oh
time?
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, like the Experience band with Mitch Mitchell, you know, and whatever the fuck, and then you know, and then you have the band of Gypsies, where you got Buddy Miles, you know.
It's crazy how much that dude did and died at 27.
I know. Well, back then, you know, I think about that so often because like I hear these guys that are just like transcendent, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like damn, they did that before I even got a gig. You know?
And they didn't have YouTube. They didn't have YouTube to learn.
Well, maybe that's why they got so good because they were just doing it like all the time.
Yeah, you don't have anything else better to do. And like you have to just experiment so much probably too.
Yeah, dude. No,
Yeah.
dude, I tell you though, the thing I think about more than anything is just like people with great voices and like how much they were smoking back then. And like, is that like the sound? Like, do you have to smoke cigarettes to sound good? Which is obviously not true, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
a lot of these people were just like, that's just what you did back then. I was like, and I just think like, what percentage of amazing singers were smokers, you know? And like,
But I think that too is just like you said, like everyone is doing it. So like it's probably the same percentage. Just literally everyone is smoking.
I know, but but
Do
like,
you remember they used to go to a restaurant and they'd be like smoking or
yeah,
non-smoking?
I actually, I just turned 30, like
Yeah.
a month ago.
I'm 29.
Oh, yeah.
Same age.
Dude, yeah, I remember there was this Las Palmas, you know, that we always go to, and they had the smoking section, dude. I kind of miss it though, man. It's kind of cool.
I don't think we would remember it, but like people not that long ago used to smoke on like airplanes.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it just blows my mind though, because everyone's all healthy now, which sucks, you know. And back then, everyone was just like rock and roll, man, like balls to the wall.
I still feel like people are balls to the wall, but it's just like they just post on like social media, like I'm doing this. You just said I'm on a health kick. Look at you drinking.
No, I am a hypocrite. I'm the biggest hypocrite. But you know,
You went on a run this morning, so
I did.
it negates it.
It negates it. I think so. Dude, I haven't even been smoking weed, which is like crazy. I've been gummy guy.
Dude, I almost like gummies more than weed.
Yeah.
Or like smoking, I guess. I guess
Yeah,
gummies are weed, but
Yeah. I like it. I've just been trying to get some semblance of control in my life. 'Cause
I
it's
feel
just
like that's hard to do on a bus all the time.
Oh yeah, dude. It is, but you know, if you really force yourself to do it, and then like you feel good, it's like, because mentally the road's like kind of hard. You know, people
Yeah.
don't talk about that a lot.
Let's get into like what's that like? Can you shower on the bus? Like
Yeah, well now we can, you know, but yeah, dude, like lots of things have been happening. Like, because we just got this bus, which
that's new to you guys.
it's new to us, and we kind of like got it as a deal, and it kind of like, I think it was like less money than like
renting it because that's the thing people usually do is rent them, right?
yeah. Well, no, we are renting it. It's like a lease or 6-month term or whatever. But we were on this thing called the Pullman, which was like kind of apparently it was supposed to be like the stepping, you know, like one of the stepping stones towards the bus.
Okay.
But our new tour manager was like, actually, this is cheaper than that. So we did it, but it had some problems. And like literally first night of the tour, they have these hydraulic doors. So you like press a button and it goes, psh, and you press a button. Like everything's hydraulic so that things aren't like flapping around.
Yeah.
And I guess the door got off track, you know? And so our tour manager, he was like, oh yeah, you know, I can fix that. So he like got a wrench or whatever, and he tried to fix it. He got it on track, and then because it was hydraulically charged, it went boom and went straight through his fucking hand. First night of tour, hospital.
Is this the new guy too?
Yes.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we're like, oh my God, dude.
Like through his hand?
Yeah, and like blood everywhere, like on Bronco's shoes. Like
This
in the
first night of tour?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when first night of this tour you're on now with Railroad?
Yeah. Yeah. So it was like
A week or
a
two
week ago, like
yeah.
maybe less than a week ago. He's still got a hole in his hand.
That's crazy.
Dude, so, I mean, I guess we're talking about the mental space, but that's the physical aspect. I mean,
Yeah.
And just things have been breaking down, like the toilet broke, which sucks because
I bet.
like this whole thing is like filled up with like pee.
Shit.
And well, you can't shit on the bus.
That's probably a good rule, honestly.
You can't do that. You can't put any toilet paper in there. So if you
Okay.
pee on the seat, you have to wipe it off and put it in the trash can.
It's probably hard to pee in the toilet while you're moving too,
It
right?
is. You gotta brace yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta.
You gotta like do one of these. There's a graphic for you guys.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
But what about like just the day-to-day shit? Like,
Yeah.
cause like last night you guys played a show in Atlanta. You drove here right after,
Mhm.
and then we just sleep in the parking lot of Asheville Yards all day.
Yeah. I mean, you just sleep in your bunk, and it's yeah. Sometimes in the bunk, you feel like it's like a moving coffin, and you're like, I don't know. You feel a little crazy.
Are you top bunk?
I'm a bottom bunk guy.
Okay.
I actually
Does Daniel have his own like personal bed, or are you guys all in bunks?
No, we're all in bunks.
Okay.
Well, we used to have a bus where we got a bus by accident last year. Like we weren't supposed to have it, and it
Yeah,
had-
because that was when the lady drove the salvage station during the hurricane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there was the back room. Now it's like a hang room, but it was like a room, and that was obviously he took that. But now we're all in the gallow. I think that's what they call it.
So what is there like 2 bunks on this side, 2 bunks on this
There's
side?
3. I think there's a total of 12 bunks. Yeah. Or 1, 2. Yeah.
What's the whole squad look like for a tour? Like it's the band, the tour manager,
Yeah.
sound guy.
Yeah. So we got band, we got tour manager, sound guy, manager. We got driver, which is a whole thing. When you get to a bus, you have to pay the driver, and the driver can only drive a certain amount of time, and you have to get him a hotel room. That's just like union stuff.
Okay. Well, good for them.
Good for
That's
that.
fair. Yeah.
It's a serious. It's like that's kind of the most important job, Like
Can you
keeping
get
it safe.
a bus with, like, say, and you drive it? Like, you guys switch on driving
See,
it?
that's the thing. You have to have like.
You have to own it to do that? Oh, you
You
have
have to own it to do that as well. Yeah, with the bandwagon. So you'll see a lot of bands with this black kind of boxcar thing.
That's what Frasco had, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that any of us idiots could drive that thing, which we have done. And dude, we've like jackknifed that thing. We like drove it like
Everyone's
straight across a
taking gummies.
pavement. Dude. Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, man, we're just doing dabs up in the front. I'm like, what? Yeah. we like hired one of our friends, I won't say who, but like he was like driving us around. He's like, yeah, man, sorry, I was on mushrooms all night. It's like, what? It's like, that's why we almost flipped off the mountain, dude. Jesus Christ. But no, but it was cool though, because you could be like, hey, can we like pull off here? You're
Take a shit.
yeah, you could do whatever. With the bus driver, it's a little bit different
You're
because it's like,
hey.
yeah, I know, but we like our guy Charles. He's a really cool guy.
That's a classic bus driver name.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
dude,
like
Charles is the man. But no, so we have tour manager Charles, we have a merch person, we have and we have our stage manager.
That's only 8 people?
I feel like I feel like I'm missing. Oh, and Ant, our photographer.
Okay.
And yeah, it just seems like I'm missing somebody because we've consolidated so much over these past couple months.
And then what about your guys', I guess in your case, wife, but like
Mm-hmm.
girlfriends? They just kind of come and go shows they want to be at?
Yeah, we try to make it happen. It's that's the hardest part, is like is making sure that we're all fulfilled and happy and like Emily's gonna come out to Cincinnati, and we're gonna just drive up together because we're coming through Nashville and whatnot, and like Red Rocks we're flying out
Yeah.
to Red Rock. Like for the big things, we'll try to get the wags,
Yeah.
wives and girlfriends, but But eventually the dream is to have like, I guess you have like a crew bus and a band bus, and then like,
Okay.
and then like the wags come too,
Yeah, I think that's something that like, and we talked about this a little bit on the way here, is like we all think about our own jobs and we're like, man, this sucks. These guys get to do this. And it's like, you're only playing for an hour, maybe 2 hours a night.
Yeah.
There's still so much time in the day, and like,
Oh yeah.
that shit's not all that fun all the time.
No, dude, I mean, hey, it's totally the dream, and you can't really complain about that. But it is totally a job, and
Yeah.
it's totally
A grind.
a grind. It really is, man. And then we're on a 40-day run right now, so that's like a long time.
Yeah, to be
And
away from home.
and dude, like I'll tell you this too, is that we at the beginning of this run, like so the bus departed from Nashville, and then we flew to California, and the bus was heading to Pittsburgh, and we were obviously heading to California to play High Sierra. So we had a fly date, like rental gear, whatever, which means that there was like 2 separate bags that I had to pack, and I forgot to pack underwear in my California bag, and like I was gonna go on my run, and I was like, but this is my only pair of underwear. I cannot sweat in this underwear. So like, this is like a really small town, Quincy, and there's just no place to buy underwear. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna go to this thrift store, and I picked up some used underwear, and I just slapped it down on the table. I was like, and she was like, you can just have those, and I was like, oh god,
That's so funny.
But anyway. That's just the road for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so all of those like 40 days on the road,
Yeah, dude.
not seeing your wife, not eating good, not getting
On that one. Working
on that one, but like not getting to bed, all these things that like you don't see in the back. What are the moments that like make it like, I don't want to say worth it, but I guess that, because like I know like it's not playing at Asheville Yards. It's not gonna be like, oh man, this is it. But like, there's got to be certain shows or certain venues where it's like, this is why we do what we do.
Well, I mean, for me, like literally every show, because we're jamming and we're communicating as a band, on stage, and I don't know, it just like, dude, like I've always jammed since I was a kid. Even as a kid,
Yeah.
I was like playing blues and jamming, So my whole life is about musical expression. We get to do that every night, You get to pay the rent for the most part.
And there's nothing else that you would do or would rather do.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than just, tour more, myself, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that's fine.
What's the deal with Freedom Junction? Are you guys trying to, I know it's hard with Donato, but are you guys trying to get like your own tour, get something that go together there?
Well, like we did our first tour ever this year, and it was just 2 dates, in Virginia, but they were like super successful and so much fun, and everyone was super excited. And then we're playing Pickathon coming up, and we had some festivals, but they got booked over. That's fine. But it's nice to have some offers and feel like people give a fuck, and it really felt like a whole family coming out to our shows. And so
Paul's in that band again?
it's me and Noah, who's the old Cosmic drummer.
Yep.
And my buddy Chris Kirk, who we met on the road a long time ago, and he moved to Nashville, and he's rocking and rolling. He's touring with this guy, Danny Garwood, too. He's kind of like a young guitar player, and just everyone's rocking it in Nashville. And whenever we get together, we just do our thing, and it's just cool. I've never had people like that come out to shows, so. And that's all because of Cosmic and touring and all that.
Yeah.
So.
And then you and Mustang, and is there anybody else in those projects when you guys do those little side things? Or?
Yeah, no, so we're, with Mustang, he just put out his record, and then I play
Horseplay, go check it out now.
Horseplay, yeah, check it out. It's really good.
It is good, yeah.
He's been sitting on that for a while, so he's been wanting to put that out. He finally got to put it out, and I'll play in that band live, and Bronco will play in that too. And we just now put together a tour called Mustang and Sugar Ride Again.
Oh.
And we got like 4 or 5 dates which one of them hopefully will be coming back here to Asheville. You and I have been trying to.
Yeah, announce on the pod. There it is. We'll announce on the pod.
Yeah.
We're working on a Sugarlegg and Mustang show in Asheville.
We're working on it, but we just got, anyway, might not work out.
It'll work out.
I hope it'll work out.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're doing that, and we're just doing our own double header tour, and it's going to be really fun. And I don't know, I'm just super excited because I was very nervous for our first little tour because I didn't know what to expect, but it was so successful. I'm like, holy shit, dude, it's crazy, man.
I think that's something that you don't quite realize is that, like, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm just assuming here, but like, people, you think that maybe people only come to the shows because it's Daniel's name to it. I don't think you realize how many people like you, like just as a musician too.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't really feel that on the day to day, and
well, that's what I'm here to tell you. That's what I'm to tell you is that there are people that are just like,
well,
Sugarlegg.
That means the world to me because doesn't feel like it a lot. But thank you.
Yeah.
And I hope you're just not lying to me.
Hey, you were, like I said, before Cotter came and ruined it, you were the most listened to people. I had so many people like, you got Sugarlegg? Because I feel like also, since then, you also like did another podcast like the same day ours.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Who the fuck was that guy? Just kidding.
Yeah. I got asked and I was like, okay, well, whatever.
But I feel like our podcast was like the first time
it was
that you like talked on something.
I agree.
And I think people are like very interested in that too.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Because a lot of people were like, is he going to talk as high as he sings?
Yeah, I do. People do. You know what? Honestly, well, yeah, I guess, I do sing high all the time. But I will say that a lot of the harmonies, like in Cosmic, that's just kind of the only one left for me. It's just way up there, and I can hit it, but it's not always my favorite to sing all the way high like that.
That's what you were saying last time. Is you're like, I want to try to get away from singing high because I feel like I'm not doing myself justice or something along those lines.
Well, it just whenever you do something over and over again, it just you start to feel like that's all you could do, and then then it's just it's hard to experiment in other ways when you only have a limited like amount of time or space or amount of shows to try it out,
Yeah.
And especially on these tours like that are only an hour long, like Mustang and I aren't going to sing a song this whole tour, guaranteed. That's just how it's going to work.
No
out.
Sugar Shack?
No.
People love Sugar Shack.
Well, I mean,
why don't you take me back?
Well, thanks. Well,
that was pretty good, huh?
That was great. That was great. That was that high voice that.
So is it like a tight hour? Like you guys, because you guys are last, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we're switching headlining, which is crazy because these are like huge name bands that we've heard of for years. So
Where are you guys at tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I forget the name of the venue.
No.
The
order.
The order?
Yeah.
Middle.
Middle. Okay.
Yeah. Last night we were first, and then the night before we headlined. So we were, and that was awesome. That was in like that was in this Roanoke, Virginia place, and like there was an ocean behind us, and beforehand this dude took us out on a.
We're not in Roanoke. There was an ocean.
We're not in Roanoke. Well, it said Roanoke Island. I don't know.
Okay, so you guys were at like somewhere in the Outer Banks, probably.
It was Outer Banks.
Yeah,
that's what it was. And
yeah, Roanoke's like in the mountains.
Sorry. It was. I just see what's on the master tour. It was Roanoke Island in Outer Banks. That's what it was. And this dude took us out on a freaking fan boat.
Yeah.
Or no, those like like alligator boats or whatever.
Oh, with a fan.
With the fan.
Yeah.
And it just boom, man. We were like flying.
I've never been on one of those.
Neither have I.
That's pretty
crazy. And then, dude, man, we have this video too. So Mustang and Bronco. I shouldn't ruin this video, but it'll probably come out before this episode.
Yeah, this one's a little on the back.
Yeah, so like they were like jumping off this bridge into this water, and Ant is like zoomed in on this sign. It says "Do not swim. Raw sewage is being dumped in here." And then it just like pans to Mustang and Bronco. They're just like swimming closer to him. We're like, they swam in some raw sewage. It's a good time.
That's gross. That's gross. Are you? I know it's a big deal for Daniel. I've seen some of his posts. Are you as stoked for the Ryman as he is?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I mean, we're it's our show. It's crazy. Yeah. The band has grown. Whenever I joined, like we were playing 50, selling 50 tickets, 100 tickets, like, it has really grown, and for it to, reach this level is just totally crazy, especially in our hometown. Nashville's hard to sell tickets, get people to come out. Everyone's jaded. Everyone's like a touring musician.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want to go see?
That is true. I've never thought, because here in Nashville, I feel like every night there's multiple things going on where you can go see something good. And I guess it's a city full of music lovers, whereas Nashville probably is more of a city of just musicians.
It really is. And we all are music lovers, but we're all totally musiced out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like our job. Yeah. And everyone's just like, they're just like judging you, Ka.
So will you guys play a normal Cosmic Country set that night, or will it be a little slower and like more like country based?
I mean, that's a good question. Daniel could tell you that.
Okay.
I don't really know.
I had a question. Oh, so fucking Bonnaroo.
I
know you were stoked to see King Giz. You got your show in, but you were talking about seeing King Giz.
Yeah, dude, we didn't get to see King Giz, man. Got in and out right before it got canceled.
At least you guys got to play.
I know, it was actually a really sick set. Yeah.
Were you guys in that sandwich where it was like Kitchen Dwellers, Cosmic Country,
and then ICP.
Dogs? Oh.
Oh, no, it was Dogs was right before us.
Okay, so that Dogs was in the middle of the sandwich. Did you stay for ICP?
Yes. And speaking of Dogs, I'm wearing my Dogs shirt because I fucking love Dogs in a Pile. And they're my bros.
And when I picked you up,
what?
We were listening.
You were listening to it?
Yeah, listening to the show that came out the other day.
Yeah, very serendipitous. They rock.
They are the shit.
And, yeah. Jeremy's way better at piano than me, so.
You think so?
Yes, dude! He's so good. He's so technical.
I do think he's pretty incredible.
That's funny because I feel like me and Chloe just had, we were like, because for us, like when you guys get that good, it's like almost hard to tell who's better.
Well, it gets stylized, but I'm going to go out and say that he's a better keyboard player than me. It's fine. I'll just go kill myself. It's all right.
I think Jimmy Law is the sickest guitar player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. And he's the best guy.
Yeah, he's so, dude.
They're all great. Brian, dude.
They played in they played in Black Mountain like maybe a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to play outside. Big thunderstorm rolled in.
Yeah.
They were like, fuck it. Let's just go inside.
Yeah.
We'll play in the bar.
Yeah.
And they just like rocked out. The show ended. We like all went out back to like kick it. And everyone's like smoking the joint. And me, Jimmy, and Chloe were just talking about our Taco Bell order. He was just like, yeah, you just got to put cheese in the burrito, man. I'll eat it. He's talking about the grilled cheese burrito.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah.
What's your Taco Bell order?
My Taco Bell, dude, I'm a Crunchwrap guy.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, dude, I love a Crunchwrap Supreme, so.
I feel like lately when I've been getting them, though, they've been like limp. Yeah.
Been good. You are right.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the Taco Bell of our past is gone. I don't know what has happened, but
sometimes you still get a good order. But when we were in like high school, the $2 meal deals.
Dude, I agree. There's something magic about it.
Even the Baja Blast doesn't taste as good as it used to.
Dude, you know what? Is that I remember when that shit came out, and I've never been a Baja Blast fan, dude. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why.
I love them.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't hit my tongue right. I don't get it, but it's all right.
Are you a soda guy in general?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why I'm trying to be healthy right now, because I'm like, dude, I'm
diabetes leg, sugar leg.
Diabetes leg. I'm looking at my handles now. It's like I got a little bit of extra fat going on. I gotta kind of like,
Dude, you're out of your mind.
I gotta rein it in. No, I know. I'm just kidding around, But the big thing is that, just again, back to being on the road and mental stuff, it really helps, like, to have some sort of control over yourself, or at least this time I'm trying it out. It's only been a week and a half, so.
Can you guys cook at all?
No, that's actually a good question. Can we? I don't know. I mean, there's a microwave. Does that count as cooking?
No.
No, it does not count. All right.
You gotta get like a hot plate or something though.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But then, like, then it becomes like so much work. Is it really even worth it?
Yeah, no. It's yeah, I don't even think that would just stink up the bus. I think, right? I don't know. It would make such a big mess. There wouldn't be a way to wash the dishes, I guess. I tell you what's cool though about this bus is that the trash can is like this like chute, and you like open it up and you just throw your trash. And it just like disappears.
It just goes out in the road.
Yeah, it might go in. I don't really know where it goes. It's a mystery. I've been trying to figure it out, honestly.
That's hilarious. That's like the cruise ships that just like dump like tons and tons of shit.
Did you see Poop Cruise?
Dude, yeah, we did see food.
That was crazy.
Those like train wreck things that have been on Netflix lately,
Yeah.
so good. There was one the other day of this like mayor in Canada
Oh yeah.
or Toronto. It was like it's like the
Yeah.
third biggest city in the North America,
Yeah.
and he's just like smoking crack, and he's like,
Yep.
I didn't do it. The video is not real. I didn't
Yeah.
do it.
And he's obviously smoking crack.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, you know.
And then the video like comes out, and he's like, well, I might have smoked crack. He's like, I might have smoked crack.
I mean, dude, I feel like a mayor on crack might get a lot of stuff done. Dude.
He was. I mean, because they didn't have the like trash people.
Yeah.
They on strike, so
Yeah.
he like.
They're still on strike, huh? Right? No. I don't
This
know.
was in like 2009. I hope
Oh no.
there's a lot of trash.
So Philly like trash stuff going on right now.
Oh, Philly.
Anyway,
They might
we were
be.
just there. That's why. I know.
Well, Toronto, what he did when he was mayor is he like made it so that they couldn't strike. They made it like something with the union where they can't strike.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you can only think of that if you're smoking crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So I think it was probably a good thing.
You ever smoked crack?
No.
Thought we were in for a good treat there.
No.
I think I've done all the drugs that I would ever do for the first time already.
Me too.
But if I had to do one for the first time,
Oh man.
it would be crack.
Yeah. Crack is man, that sounds intense. You know?
I think it's the least intensive. Like the ones that people haven't done are probably like crack, heroin, meth.
Meth. Dude, speaking of meth, is
We've probably done meth on accident. You've never had like those beats?
I know.
Yeah, this is like
I
Tesla at Prince.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. On acid. Yeah. Or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, dude. Billy's. We might have even talked about this last time, but Billy Strings podcast on Theo Von, where he's talking about doing meth and playing guitar. That might have been the best endorsement for meth that I've ever heard in my entire life.
We watched that the other day, and he was like, "I'm not telling nobody to do it,
Yeah.
but."
He was like, but I would write 4 albums in a row. Like
He was like, I'm never ruling out saying, he's like, I would never say I'm not going to do it again because I might just do it controlled and
Yeah.
write 2 albums.
yeah, that's.
He said he played for 48 hours. I almost don't believe that.
I know. Well, I mean, that's what soldiers. They gave soldiers meth back in the day. I was reading. I was listening to Keith Richards' book,
Okay.
and they were talking about they're like, dude, truck drivers. They would just go to truck stops and get meth. Like that's just how that was.
That's
just
they
like
still
part-
do.
Yeah, well, but back then they could just go to the counter and be like, "Hey, man, give me," because they had it in like pills and stuff.
Do you want to hear a funny story about truck stops?
What?
Can we tell the story on the podcast now? Okay. So it was the night after we did our first interview, our
Uh-huh.
other interview,
Uh-huh.
and we went to the show. And we left with like maybe half an hour left in the show. We were like, we got to get in the road. We got to get to Asheville. We're going to drive halfway here, sleep at a rest stop, and then shoot back to Asheville.
Mhm.
So we're like, let's take our edibles now. And then
Nice.
right when we start getting high, we'll find a truck stop and
Oh hell yeah.
pull over.
Yeah.
So we eat our edibles, start getting a little high. I see a rest stop. I'm like, all right, let's pull over here.
Yeah.
Let's get our ducks in order. And like, we have a Subaru. So like we put the mattress down, put blankets, covers, the whole 9 yards. And she goes pee, I go pee, brush our teeth. We lay down, finally going to sleep. And like, we're
Oh.
both really high also. And like, just like giggling like kids in the back of my car, super high.
Oh man.
And we hear fucking
Oh lord.
reload, more shots. And like, you can hear that. I heard like 2 shots,
Dude.
like going by. And Chloe just like sits up in the car and is like, what do you think that is? And I was like, get the fuck down. Those are shots. And then she's like,
Firecrackers. I was like, there's no way people are shooting.
Oh.
they were shooting.
What? Dude.
And she was like, so what do we do? And I was like, we're fucking leaving.
Yeah.
And as we're leaving, there's these 2 dudes in like hoods coming from the truck area, like walking towards us. And I was just like, hit it. Let's go. We're out of here. And
Are
we-
you kidding me?
we tried to look it up if there was like any crime or shooting there, but there's a lot of shootings in that county. So like, we think it must have been like drug related, like
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, dude. And y'all were just coming up, getting really high.
Yeah. So, and we had to drive home 2 hours, and like the first 30
Holy
minutes,
shit.
every time a car passed us, we were like, dude, it's them, it's them. They're following us.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's terrifying.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Holy fuck. I'm glad y'all are alive. Holy shit. I mean, dude, coming up, getting too high on edibles at the wrong time is always the worst. Like,
and then that had me. I was like, after like 20, 30 minutes of driving, I just kind of started laughing. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, we're okay now.
yeah,
Like,
you're okay. Dude, I don't even freaking out. I used to, back in the day, like when I couldn't really find edibles and stuff, I would like, I would like make them out of things. Like I got like a distiller and I
oh, okay.
would like make butter or I would make like if you like heat dabs up enough, like they
Yeah.
activate it. So like I would just like have this like weird jar of like gross tasting shit. And like I used to teach at the School of Rock and like I would try to time like my edibles like so that I'm like stoned as I'm walking out, but sometimes I'd like miss
Yeah.
and I'd be like wicked high, like teaching a 5-year-old how to freaking play guitar, and I'm just like, dude. They're like, you look tired, Mr. Nathan. I'm like, I am tired. I'm really tired.
When we lived in Florida, she had her medical card, so we would get this like, it was like a rosin pin,
Yeah.
and it was like 1 gram. It was like a 1 gram pin like this, and you just like click this button, and like it comes out, and it's edible.
What?
So we would just put it onto edibles.
Oh, dude, I would have that rosin pen.
Yeah,
That's
and we
bad.
put it onto edibles, and then just get like crazy
Wait,
high.
dude, that is what it was like it was a rosin, like kind of a syringe.
Yeah, and you like
Just-
twisted it and then pushed it back.
Dude, that is what I mean, whenever I would get that I would run out of them and then like I wouldn't be able to find them anymore. So that's why I had to get crafty. But yeah, that was dangerous because they would just let you basically choose your dose.
All you
Never
need was like
really-
this much to, and
this much.
and sometimes I'd be like, I'm gonna put like a whole worm on it.
Yeah, dude. No, I did. I gave that to my sister and her long-term boyfriend like a long time ago, like in COVID era, like way back then. And they're like, dude, they still talk. Like I saw them like the other week. They were like, that was the highest I've ever been in my life. No,
She called that at work.
it was bad.
I was meant to go to a yoga class. I canceled
Yes.
my yoga. I was supposed to get lunch. I canceled that.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't get up.
It was actually kind of dangerous. It was not that good. I would like do it, play shows. Like,
Have you ever had any experience with Cosmic Country where like maybe you got too high or something?
oh, dude, you know what? Yeah, of course. But no, but there's one that I remember early on. There's this person named Spencer, and she would always like come out to the shows early on and give us just like these extremely potent edibles. And we were playing at the American Legion, which is like,
Yeah.
super local to us. And
In Nashville?
in Nashville.
Okay.
And I would basically just met Daniel and I was just trying to go toe for toe with him, and he like drank this whole thing, which I think was like 60 milligrams, and then like ate something else, and I was like, sure, I'll do that with you. And I was just like toppling over. I was like trying to, it was bad. It was really bad.
That's the worst when you're like so high and you're like, let me keep it together, and
Yeah.
you're just like a robot. You're like,
Dude, I was
I'll have this beer.
doing the robot for sure, man. It was bad, but yeah, dude.
Nothing recently or like that where it's happened.
Dude,
Do fans give you drugs a lot?
well, you know what? Yes.
Yeah.
And recently I posted a picture of a bag of weed that someone gave me, and I was just like holding it up in like our band picture at the end. Like we always do like a picture at the end. And I was like holding it up because they like threw it at me. And now everyone's giving me so much fucking weed. It's kind of awesome, but I'm also trying to like not smoke so much.
Weed doesn't count.
Dude, honestly though, it kind
I'm
of.
gonna throw you some weed tonight.
All right, please. Throw me some weed. I love it. No, it's great. Honestly, when I get home is whenever I kind of chill out and stuff. But on the road, it's just like so. It's just so like there's a lot of information input. Like I gotta be on my game, And I tell you, the worst feeling in the world for me is I listen back to Mixler or whatever, and I hate the way that I play.
You
And
said that last time.
oh yeah, did I say that? Well,
You're very hard on yourself.
I'm dude, if I don't like the way I sound or play, I was thinking about this the other day. It's like the equivalent of smelling rotting flesh. Like that is how much it affects me. I'm like, ew, dude. Like you suck.
Do you
Like,
have any shows where you're like, I fucking crushed that one?
well, sometimes the only way that I can get to that point is if I get a little bit high. And then
That's what we had this
yeah,
conversation.
I know we literally
Because I was like, I can't get a little high and listen to myself talk. And like, if I listen to myself talk, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But plays, I can do.
Yeah. I just, it's a whole lifetime being a musician. So, you just have this whole, like, you got the whole lifetime riding on it. And if you think you suck, you're like, well, shit,
Maybe I do.
maybe I do. Yeah, exactly. And guess what? We all do,
Yeah.
Everyone sucks, and that's life.
Sometimes I listen back because I have to edit all the podcasts, and I'll listen to them and be like, why'd you ask that question?
Oh, yeah.
You're an idiot.
That's how it is, man. But I guess we just need to learn to be easier on ourselves. And maybe it just takes, going on a run every day or whatever, and not drinking as much.
One beer's all right.
Yeah, dude, it's fine. Whatever.
Well, man, we just hit exactly an hour.
Hey.
And we got to get you back pretty soon, huh?
Dude, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do it.
Every time you hit me up, I will come out. I love this so much. It's kind of like therapy almost.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it because I think the fans do too.
Oh, great. And hey, your house is beautiful and the view up there is like so awesome with the mountains and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess we mentioned it, so the next time we do one of these podcasts, hopefully you and Mustang are playing a show the same day.
Yes, dude, I hope so. I love you, dude.
You just got jammed.
Welcome back from that interview with Sugarlegg. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as you did last time. He's the fucking man. I love that dude. It's really cool that when I started this podcast, he was one of the first people that I messaged to come on. And I thought it was like kind of a long shot that I'd never be able to interview him. And now, me and that guy are like friends. So it's pretty fucking cool. Working on getting another interview set up with someone who's been on the podcast. That was a big one. So fingers crossed for that one. I'm back in Nashville now. It's Sunday as I'm recording this. Back in Nashville. I missed Widespread Panic week. Weekend. Looked like it was awesome. I saw that War Pigs cover. So it looks like it was a great show. So all the guys that got to go, guys and gals who got to go to Panic this week, I'm jealous of you. But the homie got married, and you got to go support the homies. So have a great week, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday, of course, with another new episode. Just remember, wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be.
Come along, have a drink with me. We can talk about the world and how the world is turned so slow. Day and night I found cars they drive and planes they fly. I look into the sun and the sky, you're so bright. It's you that I have found. Oh, and I know it's not much longer now. Or if the world would just slow down. The stars they sail across the sky, and I could watch you dance all through the night. When the rhythm is right, oh, and I know the sun is rising now. Or if the world would just slow down. So you move with me and I'll move with you, and I could spend the rest of my life by your side. It's you that I have found. Oh, and I know not much longer now. Or if the world would just slow down. it's not much longer now. Or if the world would just slow down.